Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to enroll Rigi user on Google Form submission. So I am an online course provider and I am providing multiple courses. For taking the registration of these courses, I have created a separate Google Form and I have attached it on my website. Now my objective is that as soon as a student or a person is going to submit that form for the registration, I want to add that person as a user in Rigi course. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we will have to set up the connection between Google Forms and Rigi, and that we are going to do without any coding and programming skills, simply with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to learn this amazing automation step by step for your business, for that you have to come towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. In this video we are going to learn how to automatically create and enroll a user in Rigi in a particular course for Google Form submission. So I am an online course provider and I am selling courses online. So here, in order to take the registrations for the course, I have created a Google Form which contains first name, last name, email and contact, these details. So whenever the interested person is going to submit this Google Forms for their registration in the PHP for Programming course through Google Forms, which I have attached on my website, then automatically I want to add that person as a user in the course inside my Rigi account. So to manage all my courses, the content of the course and all the students as users, I am using Rigi, which is an amazing LMS. Alright. So I do not want to add the details manually every time because it is going to take a lot of time. Therefore, I want to automate this process. To automate the process, I will have to build some kind of connection between my Google Forms and Rigi account. And because they are not connected in any way, so here I am going to build this connection with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation integration software. So Pabbly Connect helps us to build the connections between our work applications without coding or programming skills to automate all our daily repetitive tasks. So let's get started quickly. This is the home page of Pabbly Connect, where we can reach by typing this URL pabbly.com/connect in our browser. After coming over here, we will find two options: sign in and sign up for free. So in case if you are already an existing user, you can directly click on sign in to log into your account. But if you are a new user, you have to click on this sign up for free button. It will create a free new account for you just in 2 minutes. And also when you will do that, you're going to receive 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. So as an existing user, I'm going to click on sign in directly. Now this is all app section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. And it has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. On the dashboard, we will find all the workflows which we have created, and to save the workflows, we can also create separate folders over here. Now to create a new workflow, we will click on this create workflow option. As we have done that, a dialog box is appeared in front of us, which is asking us to provide a name to the workflow. So first of all, let me provide a name over here. Enroll Rigi user on Google Form submission. After giving the name to my workflow, I am going to select the folder. So you can see I have a list of folders over here. Among these lists, I am going to select a specific folder which I have created for all the automations that are related to learning management system. After doing this, I am going to click on create. And as we have done that, you can see a screen is open in front of us which contains two extremely important windows, trigger and actions. So what are trigger and actions? Trigger and actions are the two main concepts, the principles, or we can say these are the building blocks on which the entire automation works. Here the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can add as many action steps as we want. So let's suppose my objective is that as soon as the interested person is going to submit the Google Forms for the course registration, then I want to add that person as a user in the course inside Rigi. So I'm going to take Google Forms in trigger and let's say Rigi in my action step. When we are going to build the connection between these applications, we will clearly see that action is going to follow for the trigger commands, because when the trigger happens, that means when the Google Form is submitted, then only the user will be added in Rigi, otherwise not. So after understanding the whole concept of trigger and action, let us quickly start creating our automation step by step. To start with the process, first of all, we'll go towards our trigger step and we will select our trigger application. Here our trigger application will be Google Forms. Let's select that. Then we will select the trigger event. So trigger event is the event on the happening of which the workflow is going to trigger or it is going to start. We have new response received as our trigger event because we want that as soon as a new response will be received through Google Forms by submission, then I want to capture that response of the form submission instantly inside Pabbly Connect. So how we are going to capture that every time? For that we have to connect Google Forms with Pabbly Connect, and we are going to build that connection with the help of this webhook URL which we have received. Basically we need to insert this webhook URL inside our Google Forms to build the connection by following the given steps, and as we will do that, the connection will be built and this webhook URL will be acting as a bridge for transferring the data of every new form submission towards Pabbly Connect. So let's copy the webhook URL and then I will tell you exactly what you are supposed to do. So first of all, I will take you towards my Google Forms. After coming over here, you can see that this is my form. It contains following fields such as the first name, last name, email and the contact. So it is attached on my website. And when an interested person who is interested in the course is going to submit this registration form with these details, I am going to receive the details of that person inside Pabbly Connect so that I will be able to add the person by using those details in Rigi as a user. So here we are going to build the connection between this form and Pabbly Connect, and to do that we have to go towards the response section and you can see the option of view in sheets. So here if you have created the new form, what you have to do, you have to click on this view in sheets option. You will find two options over there. Go for an existing sheet or create a new one. So in case if the form is new, you can link the form with a new sheet. So you can go for a new sheet option. But if you have already created this form and you have already used it for other reasons as well, for other purposes as well, then you can just go with the existing sheet. So because I have already linked this form with a sheet, so I'm going to open it directly. This is the sheet which is created for my Google Form responses automatically. Okay, so here we have the following details such as the first name, last name, email and the contact, the same columns as we have fields in the form. Along with it, we also have the timestamp column, that is the date and time at which the form is submitted. Okay, so whenever the course registration form which I have created is going to be submitted, the response of that form will be captured and will be recorded over here in the Google Sheet because the sheet is already linked with Google Forms. So basically we are going to link this Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect so that whenever the response will be recorded over here for the form submission, the response will be automatically transferred towards Pabbly Connect as well. To build the connection between this Google Sheet and Pabbly Connect, first of all, let's capture a response over here. How we are going to do that? By submitting this form which we have created. So I'm going to go towards the send option. We will copy the link of this form and I'm going to open it in a new tab. The form is open in front of us, so I'm going to enter the details in these fields to submit it. Let's say the name of the person who is submitting this form is demo person. Let's say the email of this person is demoperson89@pabblytudes.com. Let's say the phone number is. Okay, and now I'm going to click on submit. As we have done that, here the form is submitted. Let's go back towards the Google Sheets and you can see that yes, the data is successfully recorded over here. Okay. Now we are going to set up the connection between this Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. For that we have to go towards this extensions option. Here we have the option of add-ons and we can see the option of get add-ons. So let's click on this get add-ons option. It is going to take us towards Google Workspace Marketplace. So on Google Workspace Marketplace, when we are going to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks, it is going to redirect us towards the extension. So this is the add-on which we need to install in Pabbly Connect webhooks. You can see I've already installed it. So now I'm just going to cross this. But if you have installed that on for the very first time, you also have to refresh your spreadsheet. Then only you will be able to find the option of Pabbly Connect webhooks under extensions. As I can find the option, let's go towards initial setup. Now we have to do an initial setup to build this connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. And over here we have to enter two details, webhook URL and trigger column. So first of all, once again I will go back towards Pabbly Connect. I will once again copy this webhook URL and I will paste it over here in the webhook URL field. Then it is asking us the trigger column. Now what is trigger column? The concept of trigger column says that when a new row will be added in the spreadsheet up till this column, then immediately the entire row will be sent towards Pabbly Connect. So if you have 5 rows in the spreadsheet and you have selected E column as the trigger column, then whenever a new row will be added in your spreadsheet up till that E column, then only the response will be shared towards Pabbly Connect of that whole new row, otherwise not. Okay, so here in my spreadsheet I have 5 columns. I want to select E as my trigger column because I want that when a person is going to submit the Google form and the response will be recorded over here, if the response will be recorded up till E column, then only the data should be sent towards Pabbly Connect and not before that. So I'm going to select E as my trigger column. Okay, according to the spreadsheet, you have to select the same. Then we'll click on send test to send this test response of demo person towards Pabbly Connect. As we have done that, the test data is sent successfully. So we'll submit the initial setup. And after doing this, let's cross this as the setup is configured successfully. We'll move back towards Pabbly Connect. The response is already captured with all the details. In the response, first of all, we have the trigger column. We have the timestamp. That means the date and time at which the form is submitted. We have the name of the spreadsheet. We have the spreadsheet ID. We have the spreadsheet name. The sheet ID, row index, that means the number of row in which we have the data. You can see we have received the data for second number of row. So here the row index is 2. Then we have the first name, last name, email and the phone number of the person who has submitted the form. This means our connection between Google Forms and Pabbly Connect is absolutely successful. Now because I have set up the connection between Google Forms and Pabbly Connect with the help of this spreadsheet, and I want that whenever a new form will be submitted by a client or by a lead who is interested in the course, then the response will be captured inside this Google Sheets, and I want that the data should be keep on sending towards Pabbly Connect without any manual efforts. So in that case, we have to do one more thing. We will go towards extensions, Pabbly Connect webhooks, and we will click on this send on event button. As soon as we have done that, we have made sure that now every time the form will be submitted and the data will be added over here up till our trigger column, the entire row will be automatically sent towards Pabbly Connect without any manual thing. After building this connection successfully, our objective is to add the user who has submitted the form in Google Forms in Rigi. So for that, we'll move towards our action step. Our action application over here will be Rigi. So let's select that. Now we are going to build the connection between Rigi and Pabbly Connect. You can see I am already logged into my Rigi account. Now we will select the action event, that will be import user. Let's click on connect. To build this connection, we have two options: add new connection and select existing connection. If you already have an existing connection, you can go with that. But to create a new connection, you will go towards add new connection, and then I will tell you exactly what you are supposed to do. So you have to enter a token over here. To get this token, the instructions are given over here very clearly, but I will tell you how to get it. So I'm going to take you towards my Rigi account. We will go towards the dashboard section. Under dashboard here, you will have the option of integrations. After coming on integration section, we have other options as well, multiple options. So among these options, we have to select Pabbly. After coming on Pabbly, we have to enable it by toggling the button right, and then here we have the Pabbly key. This Pabbly key is the token which we require. So let's copy it. We will move back and paste it over here. Done. Let's click on save, and as we have done that, the connection between Rigi and Pabbly Connect is built successfully. So after building this connection, we have to enter the details in these fields. So let's start with the name. What is the name of the person to whom you want to add as a user? I want to add the person who has submitted the Google form as the user in Rigi. So for that, I will simply use the same details which I have received from my previous response. So here we have the first name, last name and all other details of the user. So let us first of all select the first name. We will use a space and then we will select the last name. As we have inserted this data, as we have inserted this name from the previous response, we have mapped it. And when we map a data like this from the previous step, it becomes dynamic. So this means that every time a new response is going to be captured from Google Forms, automatically the details which we are going to map in these fields, automatically the name which we have mapped over here is going to replace with a new name of that new person who has submitted that form. And in a similar manner, whatever details we are going to map in these fields are going to replace. So here mapping is very important, because with the help of mapping only we are going to automate the entire process. Okay, let's move forward. Here we will map the email address now. Then it is asking us the phone number, which we have also received. Now it is asking us the product hash, in which particular product you want to enroll this user. So I'm going to take you towards my Rigi account. We'll go towards the product section. These are all the courses I'm selling. So here I have created the registration form for this particular PHP programming course, and I want to add the user in this programming course only. So when you look towards the details over here, you can see the offering key. So let's copy the offering key, because it is the product hash key which is required over here, and we will paste it. Okay, done. In a similar manner, you have to enter the product hash key over here. Then here, if you want to provide the validity to your course, you can enter it in the format of days. And over here, if you want to send the email, you can select yes, otherwise no. Okay, let's click on save and send test request button quickly. As soon as we have done that, the response is captured and it is saying success. That means our user is successfully added in the course. So I will take you back towards my workflow. We'll go towards the response which we have received. Let's copy the phone number from here and we will search it. And here we can see that yes, systematically the user is created with the same details. This means our connection between Google Forms and Rigi is absolutely successful. So now every time a new form will be submitted by an interested person, then automatically that person will be added as a user in the course in Rigi. So once we have completed this workflow, let's test it once again whether it is running fine or not. So once again I'm going to go back towards my form. I will copy the link and I'm going to open it in a new tab. I will submit the form with some other details. So let's say this time the name of the person who is registering is best student. Let's say the email of this student is, and let's say the phone number is. Alright, now I'm going to submit the form. As soon as we have done that, let's go and check for the user as well, whether the user is created in Rigi or not. So let's go towards the user list once again. I'm going to search for the phone number over here. And yes, here we can see that best student is successfully added as the user. When we will go towards all purchases of this particular student, and when we will go towards the course, you can see that the course in which the person is enrolled is PHP for programming. This means our connection is absolutely successful and also the workflow is running fine. So let's summarize what we have done. We have taken very simple steps: trigger and action. In trigger we have taken Google Forms, and in action we have taken Rigi, and we have connected both of them in such a way that every time a new form will be submitted by the person who is interested in the course, automatically that person will be registered as a user in Rigi. So I hope this automation is clear to you and it is helpful for your business as well. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such amazing applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any doubt, you can write us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you want to ask about the pricing, you can visit this website given over here. Do not forget to share our videos, like our video, and also subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.